Hey everyone, welcome back to the Explainer. So today we're doing a massive reframe. You know how we usually treat working out like this awful chore? Like it's just some temporary punishment we have to endure to lose weight or squeeze into those old jeans? Well, throw that out the window. The science we're digging into today paints a radically different and honestly super exciting picture. We're going to look at exercise as a profound, long-lasting biological and psychological upgrade.
Let's start off with kind of a wild question. What if the effort you put in today is literally physically recorded in your cells, just waiting to be activated years down the line? It turns out that's exactly what's happening. Every single drop of sweat is building this enduring foundation for your future self.
All right, section 1, the muscle memory phenomenon. Let's zoom way in and look at exactly what happens on a microscopic level inside your cells when you exercise, when you stop, and most importantly, when you start up again. So, researchers recently published this fascinating study in the American Journal of Physiology, where they put mice through a very specific cycle. First, they had a 4-week training phase of voluntary wheel running. Then, they literally took the wheels away for an entire month, total inactivity. And finally, in week 9, they gave the wheels back for a 4-week retraining phase.
And the results? Absolutely wild. The researchers compared our retrained mice to a group of naive mice, meaning mice that were running for the very first time, and the retrained mice grew way more muscle mass, up to 30% more than the first-timers. And here's the kicker. The retrained group actually ran a shorter distance to get those superior results. No way, right? Because of this, we really need to update our definitions. Muscle memory isn't just neurological anymore, like remembering how to ride a bike. It's actually cellular. Prior exercise literally upgrades the engines of your cells, your mitochondria. It acts exactly like a biological savings account. Your past efforts yield real compounding interest when you finally decide to retrain. Moving on to section 2, beating the diet challenge. Because obviously a crucial question comes up here. What happens if you fall off the wagon completely and pair your time off from the gym with a truly terrible diet? Well, the researchers tested exactly that. They split the mice into 2 groups during that same train, detrain, and retrain cycle. One group got a normal control diet, and the other was given a 45% high-fat diet. Basically, an all-you-can-eat fast food bender specifically designed to make them gain unhealthy weight rapidly. But check this out. Even on that terrible diet, the muscle memory was completely retained. Their prior training literally rewired them to override the bad food. Their newly optimized cells prioritized muscle growth over fat accumulation, actively burning off those heavy fats. It's like their past exercise acted as a literal biological shield against their current bad habits. How cool is that? Okay, section 3, exercise as mental medicine. Now that we've established this incredible cellular foundation, let's zoom back out. We need to look at how this highly optimized biological engine treats the human mind, because the benefits of this biological savings account absolutely do not stop at the neck. Let's talk about depression for a second. A landmark study by the Harvard School of Public Health found something honestly incredible. They discovered that running for just 15 minutes a day or simply walking for an hour reduces the risk of major depression by a massive 26%. And as the research points out, exercise promotes neural growth and reduces inflammation. It's actually treating mild to moderate depression as effectively as antidepressant medication. But get this, entirely without the side effects. It releases endorphins that promote calm and actively break that loop of negative thoughts. Which brings us to section 4, rewiring the anxious brain. Beyond depression, this daily movement acts as a frontline defense against a whole host of other mental challenges. We're talking a powerful, natural intervention for anxiety, chronic stress, and even ADHD. When you get moving, physical activity immediately floods your system with dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin. Now, if those sound familiar, it's because those are the exact same chemicals that ADHD medications target to improve focus. Plus, by physically working the tension out of your neck and shoulders, you break that mind-body feedback loop that keeps you trapped in constant, anxious worry. And for anyone dealing with trauma or PTSD, engaging in what we call mindful movement is profound. Focusing deeply on the physical sensations of your body while doing things like hiking, swimming, or just walking in the sand, it can actually pull your nervous system out of that paralyzed freeze response. It quite literally helps your brain get unstuck.
All right, our final section, section 5, overcoming your workout barriers. Look, knowing the science doesn't automatically make doing the work easy, right? There is a brutal catch-22 at play here. Conditions like depression and anxiety completely rob you of the exact motivation and energy you need to get up and exercise in the first place. And I really want to validate those struggles because they are very real. But let's match these barriers against scientific reality. Feel too exhausted? Well, remember that activity actually generates energy. Feeling overwhelmed? You only need a 5 to 10-minute burst to start building a solid habit. Hopeless? Gentle movements build the body confidence you need to keep going. You absolutely do not need to run a marathon to jumpstart your cells. So, if you're feeling stuck right now, just try following these 3 steps. Step 1, start incredibly small. I'm talking just a 5-minute walk. Step 2, schedule it for when your energy naturally peaks, whether that's first thing in the morning or later in the evening. And step 3, maybe the most important, pick something you actually enjoy. It doesn't have to be a miserable, sweaty gym session. Throw a frisbee, dance in your living room, or, I don't know, wash the car, assuming you're someone who actually enjoys washing the car. Now, if a packed weekday schedule is your ultimate enemy, I've got the best news of the day for you. A recent UK study proves you can be a weekend warrior. Literally just squeezing your moderate movement into 1 or 2 weekend sessions yields almost the exact same health benefits as exercising every single day. You can literally hack the system. So here's the bottom line. Your body is constantly taking notes. Every walk, every stretch, every drop of sweat goes directly into your biological savings account, optimizing your cells and shielding your mind. The only question left is, what kind of enduring investment are you going to make in your mind and body today?